Friends, welcome back into the Golden Tee Lounge. Kevin Lindsay here. Congratulations on successfully getting through the first day of the week, but it's time for Tuesday, and it's been a little while since we've done this, or since I've done this, but it is Classic Course of the Week time again, but it's Kangaroo Trail, a Golden Tee Live original and one of the classics, so I could not miss the opportunity to play a quick round and give you guys the opportunity to find a game near you and play it. As I said, one of the original 2005 launch courses for Golden Tee Live. Scoring can be a little bit all over the place. Sometimes hole 1 is drivable, other times it is not. Kangaroo Trail number 2, it's 95% of the time drivable. Other times you get a really either long distance look at it, or the pin is tucked, or excuse me, the tee is tucked behind some trees, and it makes it a little difficult to have a straight shot at it. This is a course that Greg Kinsler has a 36 under on many years ago, before the use of golden tees and other advanced equipment. I believe the Mouth has a 35 or a 36 under a couple of years ago. But this is a course where you can shoot 28 and be at the top of the leaderboard, or potentially shoot a 30 or 31 in rarer instances. If you're new to Golden Tee or just have not played this course in a really long time, perfect opportunity to get out there. GoldenTee.com/locations to find a game near you. Get out there and play a few rounds. Essentially play a handful of rounds a day, up to 10 a day, until Sunday night around 10 or 11 Central Time. The clock changes over and the next Classic Course of the Week pops up. So, as I always try to do, highly recommend that you get your Saturday night games in and then your early Sunday morning games in, because the last thing you'd want, backspin would have been perfect there. The last thing you want to do is to bang out a bunch of games on Sunday morning or Sunday afternoon, and then those courses don't fill up, because then you just get your dollar back for the prize play fund. And then you guys send us a message, and then I feel bad, all that stuff. So, basically, Monday through Saturday are the times that you want to get out there and play your 10 games a day. It is, I don't have my watch on me today, it is 10:50 on Tuesday morning, so by the time you guys see this, it'll be around lunchtime. Small chance you may be in the same contest that I'm playing in here, but they usually fill up pretty quickly. So, make sure GoldenTee.com/locations to find a game near you and play a few of them today. Hole 7's another fun one. It's a long distance par 5. Sometimes you can get it a short tee box where you can just punch it right past the 2 sand traps. This time I had to lay it up short and hit it around some trees. Not difficult, but not the easiest thing either if you are brand new. Shout out to our bouncing kangaroo friend here. Number 8's always a fun one as a drivable par 4 because of the green here. We've seen a couple of shots of the week over the years where the ball bounces off of the rock wall. I think we may have even seen one where it actually bounced off of the rock at the very top of the hill there. Hole number 9, this one, again, an always drivable par 4. I hope that goes in the hole because I hit that a little too short. If you're first time watching one of my videos, always using the grabber golf balls. Thought about switching to Titans, haven't done it yet. But maybe as we get closer to 2022 launch, we will do that. Our good friend Rain, that we haven't seen in quite a long time, making its way back here at hole 10. So a thing to note with the UI on the bottom left-hand side, my distance is showing 100. I don't know why. I just hit the start button like I was going to tee it. The distance on the UI, your ball's probably going to travel a little bit farther than that. So you want to be careful. Although I had a great shot there. It is very easy to overhit your shot if you hammer it a couple of times, or if you're used to hitting hammer tee shots or approach shots. There's a quick shower apparently here at Kangaroo Trail, so now the only thing you have to worry about is doing exactly what I did, which is hitting a terrible tee shot. It's going to put me towards the bottom of the leaderboard, but that's okay. If you end up in this sand trap, just club down to one of your wedges, get it back on the fairway, and then you've got a decent opportunity to hole out here for eagle. Let's see. You know what? We're going to put no spin on there. See if we can make it happen. Off of the hill. Backspin would have been perfect. Dang it. That's okay. Classic Course of the Week, re-debuting with a new calendar here in a couple of weeks at the launch of Golden Tee 2022. So, another set, and we're keeping it around all year long. That was an Adam Kramer decision, which we absolutely love because we've got such a massive catalog, of Golden Tee Live courses. There's no reason not to feature those every week. Now, hole 12, this is not a bad setup. It's a drivable par 4, but if you've ever played Kangaroo Trail before, you know that this is probably one of the harder holes on this course. It's lucky for us because the wind is blowing towards the pin, but there's definitely times where this green will set up pretty difficult. That's probably still going to go in the water. Oh, look at that. Wow. Shout out to the wires there that are holding up the bridge for holding up my ball. I can't chip worth a damn, but that's okay. But that hole is extremely hard to land because it's such a massive elevation change. Anytime you've got wind on that hole over maybe 5 or 6 miles an hour, you have to be careful with it. This was a perfect opportunity to recover, but my no pullback shot went, well, pretty bad. Me and the G wedge don't get along that much. And by all means, don't let my terrible play stop you from getting out there because I just don't play as much as I used to. That's my excuse now that I've changed the trackball and I'm sticking to it. Let's hope that wind keeps that ball up there, and it should. Hole 14 is another fun one because I would say maybe in about 10 to 15% of the setups, if not less actually, this hole is drivable. I can't recall if we've ever seen a hole-in-one on this specific hole, but that may be something we'll have to look into. That's definitely a fun one. Hole 15 here is this par 5. It's interesting because depending on where your tee box is, the driver, a low lofted driver, is not always your best case. I'm going to hit a high 10.5 because I want to keep that ball up in the air as much as I can to blow it out past the trees. You still are probably going to have to do some form of a cut shot here, but this is going to be much easier to tackle than being stuck directly behind the trees. Now, there is a massive elevation change here too, so you have to factor that in when choosing whether to hit the 6 wood or the 5 wood. Look at that, we finally got an eagle. It's alright. Hole 16, this is another hole that is fringe drivable in very, very rare cases. You can lay this up pretty short and then just blow a 5 wood past the green and let that wind take it. For our sake here, I'm going to low tee a 9.5 and just go right around everything. Or at least that's the plan. Now be careful, if you do go this route, you still are going to have trees in your face. You'll probably be offset a little bit. I have super spin clubs, so I'm not going to put any spin on it. I'm just going to hit this over. Can that go in for me? The bite would have been probably pretty perfect there. And then we move on to hole 17 and 18. And for as fun and scoreable as this course is, and as tough as that previous drivable par 4 is, these are some of the harder holes because now you have tons of trees, not necessarily with this tee box, but if you are one farther back, you get a lot of that. You have a right 10 wind and a down 10 slope, and I have super spin clubs. So I am just going to go ahead and just throw that out a little bit to the right. Let the wind take it. Please hit the green. Stop. Because of the bite, we may be okay. Nope, just kidding. So, good luck to you if you have a really good game going in to holes 17 and 18, because the setups can be pretty tricky. And you could be like me and double bogey. Look at that. Perfect chip in for double bogey. I would gladly take my seat at the bottom of the leaderboard there. Now, of course, terrible setup on 17 and a perfectly clear front tee box on 18. You can hit an 8 wood. You can try to funnel in a 3 wood, or excuse me, a 3 hybrid, or you can soft a 6 wood. For our purposes here, high tee, use that 15 mile an hour to our advantage. You really just want to get on the green and then just have a putt. I did not hit that hard enough, but, well, I did barely just hit it hard enough. We're going to putt in for eagle like we did not screw up the last couple of holes, and there you have it. This week's classic course of the week going all the way through Sunday evening. 2005 Golden Tee Live original classic Kangaroo Trail, goldentee.com/locations to find a game near you, and make sure you get out there and play today.